Babe,
Yeah?
which keyboard do you use at your office?
In my office? I actually got a new one just for you. Do you want to go see it right now? Okay, I'll show it to you. Let's go. Hello guys, and welcome to another video on UpTech. Today we have the perfect keyboard for creative work, the Logitech Craft. So, let's get right into it. So this product has been in the market for about 3 to 4 years. It's a long time. This is the Logitech Craft. I actually like this keyboard so much that I would recommend this to anyone who came up to me and asked me for advice on which keyboard to buy for office work. One thing you should actually keep in mind though is that this keyboard is a bit pricey. The keyboard itself is retailed at almost $180 in Amazon. That's crazy. This keyboard is almost $70 more expensive than the lower one, the MX Keys, just because it has that creative dial. We'll get to that. Okay, so let's actually get into the unboxing. The box itself is very fancy. I love the design. It's nice. It has that green black kind of tone with white Logitech brand. It also has that model name right there, Craft. I love how the box itself is very detailed. If you look at the backside, they point out very well the creative input dial and what you can do with it, either with Adobe Work or Microsoft. From what it says here, I think they are compatible with both Mac and Microsoft. I like that. The detail that I like the most from this unboxing is that they have those stickers. Do you see that? I love that sticker. They made the end of the tape detachable so that it's very easy to take it off. Huh. I like how they actually thought about putting another plastic cover on the top of the device in order to protect that creative dial. Nice. Let's take a look at what's actually inside the box. The keyboard is there. Very careful. Take it out. Ooh. Nice. It's quite heavy. This is heavy. Let's put this aside for a moment. They have that wireless USB for you to connect your keyboard wirelessly, obviously. They also have the cable. This cable is type USB to USB-C. You can recharge your keyboard with a USB-C. Nice. I think every product should be USB-C these days. And I like how it's actually rolled up very neatly. Lastly, we have our favorite part of the unboxing, the instruction guide. Okay, so here is the keyboard. They are made of metal and aluminum and plastic, so it's pretty heavy. So that right here is the creative dial, which adds another $70 to the MX keys. Otherwise, it looks very similar to the overall MX key feel. There is the on-off switch right here and the input for USB-C. Because of the overall design of the creative input dial right here, this thing right here is not detachable, so it has a fixed inclination of the keyboard. There is a caps lock indicator right there. On the right hand corner, you get the battery indicator as well. And right above your arrow keys, you have the button saying number 1, 2, 3. That basically allows you to connect your device, your keyboard, up to 3 devices. They also have the media hotkeys right here on the top. Easy access. And what you should notice from the keyboard is that they are rectangular, but they have that sphere carving inside it. So you won't lose yourself on the keyboards. And they're very tactile, responsive, they're great, they're silent. Now let's get into the connectivity. This device can pair up to 3 devices at once, like I said before. They can be connected via Bluetooth, via the USB, the wireless USB, and also through this cable. And you can easily switch up from one device to another by switching that 1, 2, 3 button. Now we're in front of the desk and we're going to connect it via USB. Once you have it connected, remember that you have to toggle in this switch right here. And then you get the lights. Now it's set red because I didn't charge this. And in order to make a lot of different settings, such as your keyboard lights or other function keys, you have to download the Logitech Options. It doesn't take that long to download and it's very versatile. One thing I really like about this keyboard is the hand proximity sensor. That enables the keyboard's backlight to turn on automatically once it senses that you have your hand near the keyboard or over the keyboard. You can either create your own account or log in order to back up your settings to the cloud. Once you actually download this software, it gives you a brief explanation of what you can do with the keyboard. And on the last part, you can find your apps that are optimized for that dial. There are apps like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, other Microsoft products, and even Adobe Premiere. There, now we're all set to customize the keyboard. It's very easy to use because it has its own tabs for keyboard, crown, and the easy switch. And on the easy switch, you can tell which devices are connected to the Logitech Craft. So under the crown tab, you can easily switch between apps on the further right side and change the dial settings to whatever you want to do with them. You can change brightness, volume, contextual, and even more. Now let's actually talk about the keyboards. The keyboard itself is very tactile. It's quiet and very stable. This is actually one of the best keyboards I have written on. There are programmable buttons with the function keys, but there are no macros. And I think the low key travel may be an issue to some, but this low key travel is pretty good to me. If I were to compare these keyboards with something else, they would be very similar to those of a laptop. The design is very similar to those from a laptop as well, but overall feel is similar to a laptop. You don't need that much force to actually trigger the buttons. The total travel is 1.9 millimeters, so it's not that bad. And I actually think that it's pretty good for casual gaming. If you were to game on these keyboards the whole time, I wouldn't actually recommend that, but casual gaming, yes. However, if I were to point out some bad stuff about the keyboards, it's that it's too expensive. The MX keys has no dial, but then that's only about 100 bucks. And even more, if you don't find the dial useful and you're not going to be using it the whole time, I see no point in buying these keyboards. And another point that I was disappointed with these keyboards is that there is pretty much no space between the number keys and the F keys, the function keys. So if I was not looking down on the keyboards, I would actually press the wrong buttons. When I was trying to press Shift 8, I would sometimes press Shift and F7 at the same time. And also, some of the illustrations or functions on the keyboards is different from other typical keyboards. So sometimes I get confused. I really like the fact that they put the screen capture button separately as well because I use screen capture a lot, but it's an odd placement. You normally always have your left hand on the keyboards and your right hand on your mouse. But then because the screen capture key is on the right above the number pads, I have to consistently let go of my mouse to press that. I think it would have been way better if they actually put it on the left. I don't have the function key on the left either. That's odd, but that would be a personal thing. But overall experience of the keyboards are very good. I like the feel. I like how it's very quiet and stable. And the feel I get from typing, that's good as well. But I would have to agree that definitely you need some time to get used to the keyboards. It's been not so long since I began using these keyboards myself as well, but I really like the experience. I love how it feels, and put this on your desk, bam, I have to give it to them. It's a bit pricey, but still, it's a great feel for the actual keyboards, and you can game on them casually. So I hope you liked the video and also that you learned something out of it. If you liked it, press thumbs up. If you didn't like it, tell me why you didn't like it or just leave comments below. If you have other questions that you want answered, leave comments below and I'll do my best to get back to you ASAP. Next time, I'll come up with an even more interesting product for you guys, so stay tuned. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.